food. All right, so what is it about food that is important for us to know? Some of us may have questions about what kind of food should I eat? Um, what foods are best for energy and what foods are good for iron and all of these different questions that we have about food. Let's simplify this thing right now. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to simplify this whole confusion about food. So food, what is food? What do you even qualify as food? Is food to you something that is just edible? And if it's edible, then it's food. It's a really good question to ask yourself. Maybe pause this video and say, wow, what is food to me? What is food to anybody? Is food, are Jolly Ranchers considered food? I can eat it. It's tangible. I can eat it. It's edible. But is that food? Or is food, and these are just questions, I'm not saying which one's right or wrong. These are just questions for you to ask. Is food something that comes from the earth? Is food something that's processed in a factory? Is food something, so these are questions that we should be asking, right? So if your goal is to have more energy, it is to have more life force. To me, health, life force, iron levels in the body, clear skin, good dental hygiene, these are not all different aspects of us, and maybe in the West in Western culture, we're a lot more compartmentalized when it comes to the body. You see a specialist for this and a specialist for that and a specialist for this and a specialist for that. But what if the whole being is one? And if you take care of that one being, then everything else falls into place. What if? Maybe that's simpler to understand. It's more simply to look at health in that way, as one thing, instead of 18 different things. Simplicity. So, life force, youthfulness. We see children, babies, they're youthful. They're in a room, they fill up the room with life force energy. Someone who is healthy, you can know that they're healthy. You may not even know what this person eats, you may not even know what this person does, but they just look healthy. Life force, the same thing that keeps a baby vibrant, youthful, is the same thing that keeps a healthy person looking healthy. It's life force that's emanating off of that person. A lot of times you see it in the eyes. There are physicians of Eastern culture who, they can just look at your eyes and tell what's going on in your body. They can look at your gums and look at your teeth. Some can just, you have like a metaphysical doctor, they could just look at you when you walk into a room and tell you what's going on. Because health, vitality, it emanates off of a person. So food. I think a good definition of food is things that you can consume that aids in the vitality of a person. Now, this is not going to be a video about, it's not going to be a video about what foods to eat and what to not eat and nothing like that. These are just questions and perspectives. So what if a person ate majority of their food comes from the earth, plant-based? What if right? Living enzymes in the food, live enzymes. High mineral content. Minerals are the crystals, right? The earth minerals, the rocks, the diamonds, rubies, minerals are in the food. The food gets its minerals from the soil, the earth. Minerals from the soil are the same minerals that make up the body. The physical body is just a combination of minerals. So if we're lacking a particular mineral, like iron, calcium, you know, how do you know you're lacking in these minerals? Just little things that you may notice in your body. If you're lacking in a particular mineral, you may notice your eyesight isn't as clear and focused as it could be. If you're lacking in another mineral, you may realize you don't have as much energy. You don't feel, So it could be mineral deficiencies that we're dealing with. But where do these minerals come from? They're not made in a factory. They can be synthetically made, but they don't have the same composition. They don't have the same alchemical composition as minerals that come from the earth naturally. So we may be taking iron pills made artificially in a factory, but the compounds, the live compounds, aren't the same. And they might not even be absorbed into the body because it may not be bioavailable. Bioavailable means that it assimilates, it absorbs in the body easier